The next topic we have is the current working directory. Okay, every program that runs on a computer has a current working directory or CWD. Okay, that means in which directory you are currently working at, whether you are working in C drive or whether you are working in users or whether your file is in spam or whether it is in bin. Okay, so wherever your program is getting currently stored, that directory is known as the current working directory. Okay, any file names or paths that do not begin with the root folder are assumed to be under the current working directory. You can get the current working directory as a string value with the function os.getCWD. Okay, os.getCWD. This CWD is current working directory. So this function will get us the path as to currently in which folder we are working. And if you want to change that folder, you can do with the help of the function os.chdr, which chdr stands for change directory. Okay, so if you want to know currently where you are working in which directory, then that is called as os.getCurrent current working directory function. And if you want to change that path, you can go for current os.change directory. Okay, here they have given an example, import os. Okay, so if you want to make use of the os related functions, you have to import the module os dot get current working directory. So it will come to know that you are presently, the author is presently in C drive and he has stored in C drive Python 34. So whatever program he is writing, it is getting stored in Python 34. Okay, and here if you want to change the path, that means you want to change the directory, go for the function os.change directory in C drive, in Windows folder, in Windows folder system 32, it will get stored there. Okay, previously it was getting stored in C drive Python 34. Now you change the directory to C drive, in C drive Windows folder, in Windows folder system 32. So next time when you check it after the changing directory os.getCurrent directory, you will see that from Python 34 it has changed to Windows and system 32. Okay, so get DWD got us the get CWD got us the current working directory where it is, and chdr helped us to change the directory, and get CWD will help us to see the change directory path. Okay, so we can try this in our Thorny software or MU software. Import import os. Okay, os dot get CWD. Okay, so my programs are getting stored in C drive, users folder, Supriya folder, desktop, and in desktop it is getting stored in a folder known as Python programs. Okay, so whatever programs I do here, it gets stored in Python programs, and Python program is in the folder desktop, desktop is in the folder Supriya, Supriya is in the folder users. Okay, now I'll try to change this path. os dot change directory. Okay, what is the directory here? C : okay, / users / we have Supriya. Okay, / we have desktop. Okay, so I want my programs to directly get stored in desktop. Okay, so we have changed the path from user Supriya desktop Python programs to only with desktop. Okay, so enter, it has changed the directory. If you want whether it has changed the directory or no, go for os.getCurrent working directory, then you are back. Okay, now your programs are getting stored in C drive, users, Supriya, and desktop. Now it will not get stored in Python programs. Okay, so if you want to come back to your original, then come back. Okay, put it here, Python programs. Okay, Okay, now check the current working directory. Again you are back to your folder. Okay, so this was about the current working directory. And if you give a path which is not there, okay, that is os.change directory to C drive, this folder does not exist. If there is a folder which is not there or file is not there and you're trying to change the directory, it will show an error saying that such a directory does not exist. The next topic we have here is the absolute versus relative paths. Every file will be having these two different types of paths, that is the absolute path versus the relative paths. There are two ways to specify a file path. Okay, the first one is an absolute path which always begins with the root folder. Okay, an absolute path is the traditional path which we follow, which always begins with the root folder, that is the C drive or D drive : /. So / is always the root folder and absolute path should always begin with that /. Okay, second one is a relative path. A relative path is which is relative to the program's current working directory. Okay, so a relative path does not require that it starts with a root folder, but it can start with the current working directory with respect to the current working directory. So that is known as the relative path. The difference is an absolute path always begins with the root folder / and a relative path is always with the program's current working directory. Okay, an absolute path means C : /user /spam /bin, the traditional path which we have. Relative path means with reference to the current working directory. That means if I am in users folders, then with reference to users. Okay, if I am in spam folder, then reference with spam. Okay, so with reference to the current working directory is known as a relative path. Okay, next is there is also the dot and the double dot folders. Okay, dot and the double dot folders, these are not real folders but special names that can be used in a path. So dot and the double dot are some special names that can be used in a path. We should know what dot is used for, what double dot is used for. Okay, a single period dot. Okay, a single period dot for a folder name is a shorthand for this directory. Whenever in a path we are using a single dot, it means that it is this directory. And if you all are using two dots, that is two period symbols, then it means it is the parent folder. It is the parent folder. So these dots and double dots are usually used in a relative path, not in an absolute path. So in a relative path, if I am using a single dot, that means it is the current directory. And if I am using the double dots, that means it is the parent folder. Okay, and this is with reference to the relative path. Okay, so they have given an example here. Okay, in this particular example, C drive is there, then /root is there. Bacon is the current working directory. Okay, we are going to make use of Bacon as the current working directory, and all other files in the relative path will be referenced to the current working directory. Okay, so here there is a hierarchy of all the files and the folders that is used here, and these files, how they are written in relative path and how they are written in absolute path, both are being referred. Okay, now initially the current working directory, initially at the beginning we have which file here? Root folder, which begins with a /. Okay, which begins with the /. Under that folder we have a current working directory, that is Bacon. Okay, so in the relative path, this root, that is the root folder, is the parent of Bacon, and Bacon we are using it as the current working directory. So see that the / which is there is the parent of Bacon. So if parent it is there, in relative path we refer it as a double dot. Parent folder is referred as what? Double dot. But in absolute path you have to start it with C drive, and / is the root folder. slash is the root folder. So absolute path is a traditional path which we always refer. So C colon slash is the absolute path, but in relative path you can mention it as a double dot. The double dot is used for what? It is used for parent directory. Okay, under C drive you have another folder known as beacon. Okay, another folder known as beacon. Under C drive you have main two folders, one is beacon and one is eggs. In beacons you have subfolder fizz, and in fizz you have spam.txt. So let's go on seeing this hierarchy. Okay, so beacon which is there, the beacon is the current working directory, so it is referred as a dot in relative path. Current working directory is referred as what? It is referred as dot in the relative path. But in absolute path it is under root file. It is under the root folder. In C you have the root folder, and under root folder you have beacon, so you have to mention that in detail. Okay, but in relative path it is only dot. Okay, now inside beacon folder you have which folder here? Fizz. Okay, so fizz is under which directory here? Beacon directory. So you can just write dot is the current directory. Under dot you have which folder here? Fizz. Okay, so in relative path we are going to mention the path with reference to the current directory, not with reference to the root. So who is the current directory in this example? It is beacon. Now dot is there. Inside dot we have another folder called as fizz. But in absolute path you have to mention everything. C drive followed by beacon followed by fizz. Okay, next we have is the relative path. Inside fizz folder we have spam.txt. Inside fizz folder we have spam.txt. So in relative path, current working directory is beacon, so mention it as a dot. Inside dot you have fizz folder, and inside fizz folder you have spam.txt. So you can write it as dot slash fizz slash spam.txt. But in absolute path you have written in detail C colon beacon. Inside beacon you have fizz, and inside fizz you have which texture? Spam.txt. Okay, now next what we have here is inside spam we have which one here? Spam.txt. Inside beacon we have here text spam.txt. Okay, so how to refer that? Dot is the current directory. Inside dot we have spam.txt. So here dot is nothing but beacon. Okay, and now in C drive you have beacon, and in beacon you have spam.txt. This is the absolute path. Okay, next we have here in the C drive we have the second folder known as eggs. Okay, second folder known as eggs. So now see, eggs does not belong to beacon. Eggs belongs to C drive. Okay, C drive has two main subfolders, one is beacon and one is eggs. So you cannot use a single dot. Single dot means it will become beacon. So you have to make use of double dots, which means C, the root folder, that is the slash. Okay, so double dot slash eggs means this double dot is a root, and inside root we have eggs. So who is root here? Slash is root. Okay, and in absolute path what you can mention is in C drive you have root, and root folder is eggs. Okay, next inside the eggs folders we have what here? Spam.txt. So double dot is C drive. Inside C drive we have eggs, and inside eggs we have spam.txt. But in absolute path mention it directly. In C you have eggs, and in eggs folder you have spam.txt. Now in the C drive you have a separate text known as spam.txt. Okay, it directly belongs to C drive. That is, C drive is having main folder beacon, main folder eggs, and a main text called as spam.txt. So double dot is the parent directory, that is slash, and in the parent directory you have spam.txt. Okay, and in absolute path you should not write it in double dots. You have to start it from the beginning. C drive, and in C drive you have the text spam.txt. Okay, so these were the relative path for folders and files in the working directory C:/bacon. So they showed you how to make use of relative paths, okay, and that too with reference to the current working directory bacon. Okay, so in relative paths you have to just make use of the single dot for the current working directory and double dots for the parent working directory. No use of writing those directory names every time. But in absolute path, those drive and those C drive and those root path and the directory names and its file folders have to be written completely. So this was about which topic? It was about absolute versus relative paths. The next topic we have here is creating new folders with os.make directories. Okay, so your programs can create new folders or directories with the os.make directories. Okay, so directories and folders are not different. Folders are known as directories and directories are known as folders. Okay, so we can create folders or directories with the help of which function? os.make directories. So import os. Okay, so if you want to make use of the function os.make directory, make use of the module os and import it in your program using import os. os.make directories in C drive, it will create a folder known as delicious, and inside delicious it will create a folder known as walnut, and inside walnut it will create a folder known as waffles. Okay, this will create not just the C delicious folder but also a walnut folder, and inside the walnut folder it will create a waffles folder. Okay, so the hierarchy of those files look like: in C drive you C drive is the root folder, inside that you have delicious, inside that you have walnut, and inside that you have waffles. Okay, so let's try this code. Import os dot make directories. Okay, so hope I've written the correct, yes, make directories. Okay, in single quotes you write C:/ delicious, okay, double backslash walnut, double backslash, and then you have waffles. Okay, so close this, enter. Now let's check whether it has been created or not. Okay, go to computer, then go to C drive. Okay, inside C drive a folder has been created, it is delicious, and inside delicious another folder has been created, walnut, and inside walnut another file has been created, waffles. Okay, so this was about the topic creating new folders with os.make directories, where os.make directories help us to create folders.